We have about 48 hours to see why this city in Vietnam is one of the most visited places for backpackers, and we're attempting to see both the lowest and the highest points back to back, which could prove to be a problem considering the altitude change.
I'm now lightheaded. My legs feel really heavy.
I'm Haley, and this is my channel where I document pretty much everything, and in an attempt to find myself,
Which way are we going?
I ended up in northern Vietnam. So welcome back to Searching for the Unknown. I hope you're ready for a hike. Good morning from SaPa. We got in yesterday on a sleeper bus, which was an experience to say the least. I kind of liked it, to be honest, but getting up into these mountains was crazy. Got a little bit carsick, but now we're doing a walking tour. Sal and Sid have stayed behind because they need to book some flights home. And when we got here, it was completely covered in fog. It's called the City of Fog, but now the fog is cleared. And we're going on this walking tour through the rice fields, and it is nuts. Booking excursions is a little different in Vietnam than it is in other places. Where you would normally go online and search for a tour, here it's basically all word of mouth. Amy got the phone number of a host from someone she met at a hostel somewhere else in Vietnam, and somehow we ended up in a van that dropped us off at this viewpoint with no further instructions.
You booking to Pan? Pan?
We have, yeah.
Yeah, you booking to Pan, huh?
We have a van up there.
Then, what we thought were just street vendors approached us. After a bit of confusion, we realized that these were actually our guides for the day. So the four of us followed as we began our descent down to the rice fields. Wait, didn't you just say that Sal and Sid stayed back to book tickets? That I did. So how were there four of you? Well,
this week, 2 hot new bombshells enter the villa.
So the four of us started trekking down the side of a mountain, blissfully unaware of the conditions we were about to meet. Yeah, I suppose I should mention it rained a few inches this morning, but our guide studied us the whole way down, probably laughing at how ridiculous we looked. But that's alright, because we were also laughing at ourselves.
They had to planting the rice one by one for a whole day.
I didn't realize just how big the mountains were until we had made it down to the bottom, but it almost seems like each level has its own little world, especially when the fog moves through and it narrows your vision to what's right in front of you at that moment. Which is probably why there are so many small villages here at the base of the mountains. At first you think surely since we've trekked down the side of a mountain there wouldn't be any modern conveniences down here. After 3 days and 3 nights trekking through the mud, we've made it to a viewpoint. But this truly is a whole other world down at the bottom of the mountain. Okay, we stopped at what seems to be a fully functioning restaurant on the middle of this countryside of rice fields. Fog cleared a little bit more, and we got our shoes wiped off just a little bit. This is so fun, to just trek through the mud and seeing everyone else struggle, because there's a lot of people on these tours, clearly, but it's really cool.
Why can't you see?
Look at this view! Oh my god!
What's left of me? I had to tell you before I fall asleep. Sitting there on the edge, babe, not knowing which way to lean. Tired of the lies, they're old like me, tripping all over you, baby.
After lunch, we followed our guides along the river through several other villages. Vietnam has a lot of staples to it, one of them being the family-style meals like we just had earlier, and the other being textiles. We learned about how the fabrics are dyed in the traditional style of embroidery that comes almost exclusively from these small working villages in the north of Vietnam. The best part about our lesson in Vietnamese history was the hands-on part. This stone mill was used to grind grain, and it is way harder than it looks, but they let us have a try. Before we knew it, we had passed through several other small villages and were saying our goodbye to our guides. Hi, thank you. The ride back to the city center was questionable at best, but this is one of those trust the process things. I didn't notice this when we first arrived, but after learning about the textiles made in the villages, I started to notice how those same traditional patterns covered the entire city of SaPa. I never imagined Vietnam to have such a vibrant and colorful tradition of decoration. But knowing that those patterns and styles are pivotal to this region made it so much more mesmerizing.
What a different day today.
A different day indeed. Yesterday, we ventured down to the very bottom of the mountains, and today we are attempting to make it to the highest point in Indochina. We'll need to take a train, a cable car, and climb a lot of stairs to get there, all without getting altitude sickness. We begin in a beautiful place called the Sun Plaza.
That's freaking sick.
We're headed for Fanspan, which is apparently owned by Sunworld, and if you saw episode number 3, you'd know we also went to Sunworld in Halong Bay. To get up to Fanspan though, you do have to pay quite a fee to be able to ride the train and cable car up. Seeing as this is something I probably won't do again, I figured the $40 USD was worth it. You never know if you're gonna have a view in SaPa because of the frequent fog. And lucky for us, we picked what I would describe as the perfect day for this excursion.
Front, clap, front, back. I know, literally, with like no rolls. Two. Back, front.
Right, so that was a hike. I have a feeling that we just walked around up there for fun. But that's alright, it was beautiful. It's definitely giving Alice in Wonderland. Hardcore. Which I love. So anyway, we're gonna find the cable car now. It's just us, it's just us. It's just us. Where should I sit? I know, right? 20 minutes is gonna like stress me out. Oh my god. I'm about to like dive down now. Are you serious? I'm about to plummet. This is literally a roller coaster. I can't look. I'm stressed. Oh my god.
That was Wednesday. So we weren't kidding. They do a shoot off.
That was crazy. The cable car that takes you up to the top is actually somewhat of a marvel. It holds the Guinness World Record for the longest continuous 3-rope cable car and was finished in 2016 after 2.5 years of construction. Not only is it the longest nonstop cable car, but it also has the greatest elevation difference from start to finish, going up 4,625 feet over a 15 to 20 minute time period. All that to say, it's a bit more nerve-wracking than anticipated when looking down over the mountains that are hundreds of feet below you. Now that we've made it to the top of the cable car, the real work begins. 600 steps. We have 600 steps to climb.
Heart is racing. I know, I just realized that's my meal thing. Everyone's like, get more. It's like when you're exercising.
My legs feel really heavy.
Are you gonna stay here?
No, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's Sunworld.
This isn't quite the top, but if you look over that direction, you can see China. I mean, the clouds are kind of covering it right now, but it's funny to think that like right there is China, and you can see it from the top of Vietnam. The final steps. I'll be honest, I was skeptical if this was going to be worth the money and the time to get up here. But standing at this view and looking out made it all worth it. This is a moment that I will likely never forget. What are your thoughts and feelings? You raced to the top. How was it?
So beautiful. So sick.
Did you run out of air?
Oh yeah. My ears hurt. Legs are shaking.
Right, I took my time. What goes up must come down though, and this might arguably be the more challenging part with how steep the stairs are. Not for Emily and Hannah though. They decided they wanted to run down. And you know what I feel like we deserve after that long day up and down the mountain?
A cheap ass bomb, man.
Look at perfect post heist attack. Freaking loaded on me. Yeah.
Not the best, not the worst.
Oh!
Oh, you love it?
I love it.
That's pretty good.
Wow, what a beautiful day we had. Hiking to the top, the highest point in Indochina. That's actually crazy. And we're getting ready to go to the Hajin Loop. I'm so excited, and I hope you follow along for the next video. We're gonna go start to finish. So the bus starting tonight, that's where we're starting the next video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!